Both the president and White House escalated a war of words today with Georgia Democratic Senator Jon Ossoff.
While the sailors on the Lincoln fight his war, while he fruitlessly drains our munitions and oil reserves.
For the
That's outrageous. Donald Trump
Jon Ossoff
goes below the belt.
She's a government staffer.
She was on the plane with him when they left Turkey.
The president sleeps through his meetings.
Ruby Freeman and Shane Moss, they're private people. Donald Trump attacked those election workers in Fulton County. But don't take the bait, Stacey. Don't take the bait. Just because he mentioned Natalie's name once. Trump did take the bait.
What is your response, Jon Ossoff?
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman lookalike?
On CNN, did Jon Ossoff cross the line when attacking President Trump? Or did the White House take the bait? Because this panel went from debating one comment to accusing each other of fake outrage. This one gets heated fast. Roll it.
What do you make of Ossoff's comments and the reaction to it?
I think Ossoff went too far, actually. Trump has been known from the beginning of time, including his television show, his business at the Trump Organization, his involvement in beauty pageants. He always surrounds himself with attractive young women. And for somebody running for office to make that an issue amongst all the other problems, to point that at, I can think of a lot more complaints about Trump than him traveling with a young aide. So I think it was sort of below the bar. But then again, the White House's reaction was kind of despicable. It was like a bunch of frat boys defending the frat house president and
wait, am I wrong for not seeing the problem with him traveling with her?
Lobbying these names, calling him a Democrat and all the other things that the thing about the theatrical, feminine theatrical boy. It's embarrassing that White House spokespeople are behaving this way to defend the president.
I really disagree with you, Stacey, but I think you're wrong on this one. He mentioned one word. The first name of Natalie Harp. He didn't even mention her last name. And he didn't talk about her directly. He mentioned the fact that Trump would prefer to travel on his plane with her than to do the job he's supposed to do as president. That's a factual statement. It's not below the belt, like Trump's repeated attacks on Donald Trump. What the problem that Jon Ossoff is pointing out here is that Donald Trump is obsessed about the White House ballroom. He's obsessed about the reflecting pool. He's obsessed about the gold ornaments in the Oval Office. He's not obsessed about the American people paying $4 a gallon for gasoline. He's not obsessed about rising inflation. He's not doing anything about health care and jobs, the things that he's supposed to be taking care of. And that's the problem. And I think that's what Jon Ossoff is pointing out here. And I think he's exactly right to make that attack. Democrats need to stop being defensive about this stuff and start fighting back and fighting back hard, because Trump doesn't play pussyfoot. He plays hard. And we need to fight back as well.
But it's a lame fight. Wouldn't you agree?
It's not lame. It's not lame at all.
Donald Trump threw that name in. Look, there are a million things you could complain about.
He talked about all those things.
The young woman,
but don't take the bait, Stacey. Don't take the bait, just because.
Okay, but here's where this gets interesting. What do you think Jon Ossoff? I'm sorry, Jon Ossoff. Okay, what do you think? Jon Ossoff crossed the line or not? He clearly got the reaction he wanted. The White House responded, Trump responded, and now everybody's talking about Jon Ossoff. Jon Ossoff. Everybody's talking about Jon Ossoff, but CNN isn't even close to being finished with this argument. Watch this.
Mentioned Natalie's name once. Trump did take the bait,
and that's their fault.
Jon Ossoff is doing exactly what Democrats need to do. They need to fight back hard and stop playing around, stop being defensive.
Trump made her an issue when he took her instead of Carolyn Levitt, who clearly has a more important job. So if anybody should be complaining about why she's a national figure, it's because of Trump's action, taking her to that decoy plane. And Natalie Harp isn't just maybe his human printer, as they also call her. Evidently, she's kind of a gateway to a lot of information. And if you want information passed to him, so perhaps he stops liking somebody, evidently she's the gatekeeper. So that makes her part of the conversation in a real way.
So let me play. This is Ossoff talking about his comments tonight and explaining a little bit more about what he meant.
What he wants to hear. And the president, surrounded by enablers in the West Wing, is playing golf, is trading stock, and is...
Really quickly, President Donald J. Trump is the hardest working president that I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. So, with that being said, yeah, he can play golf. He's not hiding in a cave under the basement. This is not Joe Biden. This is the most diligent and determined president that I've seen. Probably.
Decorating his ballroom. It's a disgrace. All while American families in Georgia and across the country pay more for just about everything as a direct result of his failed economic policy and his failed foreign policy.
I also wonder, Bill, why the freak out? I mean, I've rarely seen the White House in this kind of form. And I can imagine that some of it has to do with this is actually somebody who's legitimately very important to the president, which kind of speaks to what Jon Ossoff's saying.
The follow-up there from the senator should have been an apology, because I agree, it was below the belt. The reason for the freak out,
You work for Donald Trump. You work for Donald Trump. How can you say anything is below the belt when you work for Donald Trump in the White House?
The reason for the freak out by the Trump administration is because it was below the belt. Staff was
What about all the things Donald Trump said that are below the belt?
John Ossoff.
Donald Trump repeatedly goes below the belt.
John Ossoff ran for office. Donald Trump ran for office. Criticized them, put a spotlight on them, talk about them.
He just mentioned her first name.
She is a government staffer.
She was on the plane with them when they left Turkey. He just mentioned his
If there was no crime, she's not a private person. If you want
Her name's never been on a ballot.
If you want to be traveling to the
You're
president,
describing her as a private person. She does work for the government.
A lot of people work for the government.
What about Ruby Freeman and
she
Shay
works
Moss?
the
They're
amount of
private people.
access
Donald
she
Trump
has.
attacked those election workers in Fulton County. They had no business being involved in his scandal.
What are we talking
But
about?
Donald Trump brought them
You wanna
up.
talk about 2020?
I want to talk about the fact that Donald Trump repeatedly for 30 years, and definitely for the past 10 years, has attacked every single person. You work for him in the White House while he attacked people with attacks that are far lower than what Jon Ossoff said. All he did was mention one person's name. And so for you to come here and have this fake outrage about Jon Ossoff, it's outrageous.
Jon Ossoff is better than this.
You are better than SIC because you have more credibility.
No, my point also is
So, who actually won this one? Jon Ossoff got exactly what he wanted. Attention, but getting attention and winning an argument are two completely different things. Did Ossoff cross the line by bringing Natalie Harper into it? Or did President Trump and the White House make a political mistake by responding and turning Ossoff into the story? I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time, this has been the Jay Ravato Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so we can keep bringing you debates like this on the Jay Ravato Show.